Greetings to His Royal Highness King Taka the Fourth. Today is Friday the 22nd of December 2023. Muwah Village is found in the Pinyin clan, while Pinyin clan is found in Santa subdivision under Mezam division. Let us just go around a little bit to see the Muwah village. Close to the Muwah church, while today the Muwah Palace is having a community walk. They are just still coming. Just a short good look at Muwah village. I am not really standing in a good position, but believe me, in my next report, I will stand at the right place where you can see Muwah Palace and the entire Muwah village. It's possible. As for now, let's get close to the palace and find out the true colors of the Muwah Palace. Since we can see from the distance, let us go closer to find out and to see for ourselves what Muwah Palace had to offer to the people of Muwah village. Why not in the entire Pinyin and the world in general? Oh yes, I have not gotten to Muwah Palace, but I stand somewhere and zoom it. From the left side where I came by, I'm taking a good look at Muwah Palace from a distance. I can't believe it. Even in a dry season, Muwah Palace is looking like it's rainy all the time in Muwah Palace. Everywhere is fresh. Okay, let's get right in front of the palace since we are getting closer. Oh yeah, we have arrived Muwah Palace now. Here we are. Welcome to Muwah Palace. It's a great morning and the sun is really on duty. Let's start by getting closer to the cages of Muwah Palace. Cages like this, flourishing the building, talking about the days before our day. Something like, don't be afraid to start over again. This time you are not starting from scratch. You are from experience. This is how it all started, and here we are today. Proud of these cages, proud of what is written here. Let's get to the next cages and find out what they had to say. This is the next one, representing the ancestral soldiers. Let's take a good look at what it is written here. Time and karma. Change is constant. Don't devalue or hurt anyone in life. You may be powerful today, but time changes. Time change is more powerful than you. I asked others to come to Muwah Palace to find out what is really here. I'm enjoying my own and picking all the wisdom Muwah Palace had to offer. This cages shows that this is the present king, King Taka the Fourth. You can see from it, Ifomulu. There is no Oh yeah, let me get back to the beginning. Ifomulu. There is no journey to yesterday. Designed the future and live it. Wow, 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 wow. What I can see Wow, wow, wow. These cages also represent the king of yesterday, Ifonji Taka, the third. Let's find out what he had to say. Ifonji Taka. The report was for the part 1 of Muwah Palace. Now, I'm turning on the right side now, and let's look at the part 2 of Muwah Palace. What the part 2 has to say, let's start here. The Taka Royal Dynastic Memorial Museum, Muwah Village, Pinyin Clan, in Santa. Wow. Turning around, I think I'm gonna get into this building since it is called a museum to find out what is inside. They said it's a memorial building. I have opened the building. Let's find out what is written on it. I will just ask you to read this all alone by yourself. It is written on the door of the museum. Okay, let's get inside into the museum. I am still showing on the floor of the museum. It's really a memorial building because we can find things here about 200 years ago. Why? No, I'm just a young man. If I say 200 years ago, don't mind me, because the people who knows actually knows that it is more than 200 years ago. I'm only just imagining. But when I take a good look at the things, the 200 years is just yesterday. It's more than that. Finding out, I go closer to them for us to really see how old, special, expensive, and very rare to find. They are made of bronze, clay, and gold. Some are made of alliance and some are natural, just like the ones I am seeing here. The white one, this is not formed but comes, but it's really natural. I am giving the clear picture of it. This is the inner part of where we call the museum. These are the things found in them, made of clay, bronze, alliance, and gold. Okay, I think I have found out what is inside this museum, with a heavy beat of drums. Yeah. Okay, we are going out. Okay, here we are out of the museum. I remind you that we are at the right side of Muwah Palace. We are here at the museum. I can see the flowers are also trying their best, even in a dry season. Let us find out what is written here. Ifo Muwah Mulu, Ifo Nji, Awasu, Ifo Nchang. And then I go to 4 Nji, and then I go to 4 Mulu, the present one of today. We are moving to the next one. This is the one, we just see the name there. Ifontang. Ifontang. Open your ear to the ancestors, and you will understand the language of the spirit. You really need to come to Muwah Palace. But those who are not around, who are really far from now, I'm just doing something, helping them. I'm privileged to be in Muwah Palace. This is Awasu, Babataka Awasu, Eye of one of Pinyin, 1798, sure, sorry, to 1911. It's not easy. I was talking about bronze and aliens that have been for 200 years, but the date is really short. That thing. Here we are in the third episode. Let's find out what this sketch has to say. The Hall of Peace and Justice. A woman carrying two babies, one in front and one behind. As they said, behind a strong man, there is a strong woman. Behind the heart of Muwah Palace, there is a mother who can bore the king. Let's find out what this sketch has to say. I admit people who choose to shine even after all the storms they have been, after all the storms they have been through. We are moving to the next episode. To the next cages. Former Queen Mother Manufru Mengi. To the next one. When you walk in the footsteps of your ancestors, even in your solitude, memories, you are never alone. Some of those writing needs a hybrid of English language. Somehow, another building. I am showing you what guides the Muwah Palace, the spirit of our motherlands. I pass here every day. This thing doesn't harm me, but the other day somebody just passed by and he beats the person up, telling you that these things that you see here, it recognizes the people of the land. It differentiates a stranger from the owner. Queen Mother, mama before. Mama before. I enjoy his sketches, you know. This one is a powerful one. Whenever a king is born, it is raised up. Let's find out what is written down. It takes a village to raise a child. Come to Muwah Palace if you want to hear words of wisdom. There's another sketch. The sketches are too many. Too many. Come on, enjoy them yourself. Queen Mother. Queen Mother. This is the present queen for sure. This is another sketch, a flower. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. What I try to notice is that these sketches all around is really representing the past history of Muwah Palace, and at the same time telling you what the future looks like. Princess Teyu, the Muwah princesses have risen to fall no more. That is why I used to say that the sketches of Muwah Palace speaks for themselves. You just need to pay a visit. Let's get into the Princess Royal Court. We are getting in. Wow. The building is too much. I don't think I can explain a little about this Princess Royal Court. I will just show you the sketches and you find out for yourself what is written in. Wow. This is magic. Wow. Even I myself am speechless. Wow. And they are not done with the building. It's still under construction. King Taka the Fourth is not done with this building. From the look of things. We are in the 4th episode of Muwah Palace. Ifonji, the Lion King, a people without knowledge of their origin, history, and culture is like fish out of water. Wow. When you take a good look at Muwah Palace, you notice that Muwah Palace is still under construction. Let's move closer to the other sketch on the other side. This sketches that you are seeing like this, it's beside the Sanctuary of Kings, one of the ancient buildings. We are now in the middle or in the yard of Muwah Palace. The sketches on the left side of Muwah Palace, Ifon Chang, the first to find names and settle in Muwah land in the vast Pinyin clan. He was the first educated Pinyin man. He was the first to bring Christianity in the Pinyin clan at the age of 110 with his famous white horse. With his famous white horse beside him in a gathering of notables in 1975. He said, "Don't take revenge. The rotten fruit will fall by themselves." This is wisdom. You can't believe this. I can't believe I find this kind of wisdom in Muwah Palace. The rotten fruit will fall by itself. You don't need to waste your energy on them. This tree that you see in the middle of Muwah Palace had the same age of, it said, this tree was planted as they arrived on this land. That is far before our memories. Let's get closer to the tower of Muwah Palace. We are right closer beside the tower of Muwah Palace that stands in the middle of Muwah Palace. Don't forget, we are on episode 4 of Muwah Palace. The building is still under construction. As you can see for yourself, the picture of the legacy of for Mulu, the fort. When you take a good look at this building, you discover a lot about Ifontang. His dreams is not for himself, but for the land of Muwah village and for the people of Muwah village. Muwah Palace had all the cultural things from the beginning, from where Ifontang settles in Muwah village. Oh, from when he arrived in the land that he gave the name Muwah. Everything cannot be shining well because it's still very early in the morning. Still very early in the morning. Okay. This was the episode 4 of Muwah Palace. I'm standing right close to the building, to the tower of Muwah Palace. Episode 5 of Muwah Palace. This is behind the Muwah Palace now. Right at the last end behind the Muwah Palace. The building you see here is where they call the Royal King's Court. Since I'm standing from a distance to show you, because it's also still under construction. With the sketches of Ifonji and Ifomulu. Let us go closer now to the building and find out the sketches that have been written on them. What is it saying? A huge elephant that is saying something. When the root of a tree begins to decay, it spreads death to its branches, protects your root with the might of an elephant, if there is any future. Wow. Sketches of a lion stand for something, or you fall for anything. Today's mighty is yesterday's not that held its ground. You are walking further. Right behind the Muwah Palace. We are behind. Right close to the most ancient building, where we call the House of the Spirit. The House of the Spirit. the building of Muwah Palace, the habit of Muwah Palace. The kind of building that you don't go closer. You only stand from a distance and watch. Only pure people get into that building, for it represents the spirit of the land. I think we are going round and round. I discovered a lot of sketches on that building. The building is called the Great Ifo Nchang Royal Court. Ekum Nto Muwah Ancestral Hall. Sketches of a tiger. What is written here? He who digs a grave for his enemy might just be digging one for himself. Spread love and not hate. This palace had everything it takes to habit the land. This is what we call a zebra. All the animals of the land represent something for the land, because God himself that created them all, created them for a purpose, and they are representing a lot. Not everyone who chased the zebra caught it. Who chased the zebra caught it, but he who caught it chased it. Wow. I think I will surely go inside this building, because it looks like there's still a lot to find out inside the building. Wow. We are going into the building. Away. The building is suffering. Episode 6 is starting. Only the king knows the name of this bird. I will only know the name of this bird when the work is done in Muwah Palace. The face of a lion, crying for victory. Okay, we will just get into this building. We are at the stairs of the Ifonchang Royal Court, but still, it is still double, because here it is written the Ifo Inji Royal Council Royal Court. Okay, one is for Wasu and the other for Inji. Okay, let's get into the building. As for this one, everything is still under construction. Everything is still under construction, but they still have a lot to offer. Their writings are not here, but sooner or later, very, very soon, very, very soon, everything will be ready. Very, very soon. Let me get into the toilet and see. Oh, all what you can find here are working tools. Out of it. Hey, wait, see something here. Scourges that I found them in black and white, I'm finding them in the colors. With the great throne of before Mulu, King Taka the Fourth. The great king of yesterday, with a hybrid legacy. A king that does not make war, but fear no one. A king that teaches wisdom, because he is filled with it. You can never teach what you don't have. We are out of the building. We are out of the Ifonji Royal Court. Let's a little bit take a around and round. I'm standing under the palace at the stairs of Ifonji Royal Court. Okay. This is the end of report today, reported by Prince TV.